Challenge. Make 2 YouTube videos a week, each under 2 hours from recording to posting. One take, no excuses, with a 2-minute timer on screen. Let's go. I've been trying to build a YouTube channel now for 2 years, and it's not going to be difficult to see that it's not been hugely successful based on the number of subscribers I had. And last week I was having this conversation with a fellow YouTuber friend of mine, Ethan, and you should definitely go check his channel out, where I was having conversations around what I'm trying to do differently to try and boost that number up. And he ended up telling me a story of somebody he knows who had this same challenge and ended up just deciding to go completely rogue. One video created in just 2 hours, right from whatever that video topic is going to be and figuring that out to pressing record, editing the video and posting it. And for context, this usually takes me anywhere from 10 to 20 hours based on the video that I'm making. And this did one thing that I'm classifying as resetting my baseline. It just completely and utterly shattered what I thought it took to make a good YouTube video, especially when I paired this with the fact that this other person who's doing this already has had huge levels of success with it. And it got me thinking. And so this is going to be the start of this challenge. I'm going to, over the next, while, I guess, challenge myself to take 2 hours to go from concept to finished video posted on YouTube twice a week. So that's 2 videos twice a week. And in these videos, I'm also going to challenge myself to set a 2-minute timer. And this I'm definitely stealing from Peter McKinnon and his 2-minute Tuesdays. And you should definitely check Peter out too, because he's excellent. But with all that said, that's the intro to the challenge, and I want to actually get into this week's video. So let's start the timer. 3, 2, 1, go. This whole resetting the baseline thing got me thinking. Where else is this something that might be holding other people back? We all have in our lives these things that end up holding us back that we're just blind to because we don't have 2 things. The first one is we're probably not even aware of these limiting beliefs taking place in our head, and so we don't even have the opportunity to challenge them. But even if we do, because we don't have any proof of the fact that we've never been able to deliver this before or have been able to deliver on this before, we, even if we know about it, don't believe that it's possible. For me, this was clear in the fact that never before have I made a video in 2 hours. It's always taking me at least 4 or 5 to make a really crappy first draft. And so I, in my head, had this baseline of it's going to take a minimum of 5, 6, 7 hours to make a good video. And it got me thinking, where else in our lives will these baselines be formed? And that's a question I want to ask you. What challenge are you trying to overcome at the moment where you're just beating yourself into the ground? But if you were to just look at it differently and just realize that actually that baseline that you've set is far higher than it needs to be, what would that mean? What could be possible? And so after this video, I want you to just take a second to pause and reflect and see, okay, where do I need to challenge my baseline? What am I making potentially more difficult for myself than I need to? What am I really just struggling with the process of when actually to get the results, it could be so much easier? Obviously, I can't answer that question for you, but if you leave a comment down below to where you're struggling, I might be able to give a little bit of guidance. That's this week's video. This is the first of this week's video, I guess. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Peace.